I like the first Magnus shot just because like you don't have to aim at all. He stands directly in front of you. And then this one, there's like a lane in between. Does my mouse show up? Yeah. Like the lane in between these two lines is where I like to run. And then take damage from all three of those. And what? What the hell?
That's weird. I didn't take full damage from those.
Okay, yeah, and I even commented on that in the run itself. You're supposed to have one less health than I had there. I don't know how that managed to happen. I don't know. I think because we didn't always do the death warp at the start of the run. It wasn't until I realized how you can consistently take out like half your health with those flying drones. Or I realized like how much you actually lose and then how easy it is to do the death warp. Because before, I remember like alts being really into death warps, like trying to figure out the best places to utilize them when he was running. And Jimmy was more trying to like, instead of doing the death warp there, just like running and grabbing the key and shooting down those first three drones as fast as possible so that they like fastball and explode instead of fall down really slowly. Oh wait, no, I don't want that.
I just canceled my class because nobody's gonna show up. So I thought I was gonna have a really busy week, and then
Okay, so interesting tidbit with this
nobody's gonna show up.
is I wish I could like hone in on places a little bit better. Is like this is the first place where, or other than the last room, I guess, where like how you strafe run can save a really negligible amount of time, but it's something worth getting really consistent. If you strafe run this way without targeting, you can usually like shoot this drone automatically, and I always try and get him when he's like right there, because a lot of times when you shoot them, they stop and do like a like hurt animation, and then you can run into them. And so I managed to get it on that one. So this is where my health should have already been. And then you can get the full strafe running speed off of that jump if you don't start manually targeting until you land, which you really want to do so that you don't have to transition like while you're running to shoot that sniper drone. And if you miss that sniper drone, the run resets.
Like the professors that were freaking out the most about it didn't even have classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They only did Monday, Wednesday.
This is like a really, I have a lot of health. Like I didn't run into anything through these, or okay, so that turned it around.
That's the damage also. Oh shit.
Ooh, I could actually die here. You want to turn.
Like the professor.
Son of a bit. Okay, wait. Like you want to come into this area with both of these pieces missing, and then
There we go.
you want to turn this corner with one more health than I have, because
Oh shit.
with this much, I realized recently, because I always thought that this drone did 2 damage no matter where he shot you, but if he headshots you, which is pretty like a low likelihood, he'll do 3 damage. And if you are running the risk of like, if you have 3 health and you're expecting him to shoot you in the body, but you also want to just make sure that you take damage from him if he doesn't shoot, you can run like right underneath him and he'll shoot like right here and do the 2 damage and then just kill you instantly from running into him. But if you have 5, he can do 3 damage and then you're completely safe. if you run into him, and then if he only does 2, you can run into that drone to get down to 1 health. Almost got shot there. Almost got shot there. Missed the jump. 403. Not bad. I still don't know how to make it to where you don't take falling damage in that waterfall, although I don't really know if it would make any difference. Dang, my game frame rate
I think my favorite
was like really poor this run apparently.
subscriber emote is
So with these vines, they're really weird. Oh, I'm not on my mouse pad. These vines are kind of goofy. They're mostly not transparent, but like they don't have any collision, and they don't like operate as walls. Some of them do, some of them don't. The ones closer to Magnus don't at all, but some of these do, and so you have to jump over them. Otherwise, Juno just like runs into them. Like that one had no. It wasn't like a barrier or anything. Triple hop.
just 1 him away from being 2 hit.
I forgot about this headphone setup too. I still don't know exactly what frame or frames you have to hit A for a tech skip.
Pick it. 'Cause the
Which is why I just like mash A from the moment I lose control of Juno to
going full on
once I actually see the text. So I didn't get a tech skip or animation skip. $78. Ooh. Like I don't know what my thought process was during this run, but I would not be like optimistic about the Goldwood split. So it's really important here, or at least sort of important, depending on how you want your ammo conservation to go in the next area, where is there not one in between? Damn. Switching to pistol because you want to conserve machine gun ammo, especially if you have less than 80. I always auto target this first drone, and a lot of times his gun will like land relatively close to where I'm going to be running anyway, so that I can get closer to like 125, 130 machine gun ammo, which makes it a lot better later. Wow, that was like a really wide angle. Especially like if you don't get any clips here, you can still pick up these two and have enough to where you don't have to get any more ammo in the next room, because it's like kind of more out of the way, and you usually have to wait for this door to open anyways.
Yeah, I don't, it's weird, like, because I did my undergrad at Baylor, and now I'm at TCU. And so,
And if you're feeling really risky, you can run up and point blank try and shoot one of those soldier drones, and they might drop their gun to where you pick it up immediately.
do you want to fail my class? Because this is how you fail
So I start running forward a little late here, but I managed to get to the door like as it was opening anyway. It has a little bit to do, I guess, like with the like when you actually start shooting, so that it has like the you check the falling trajectory of these flying drones, but usually you want to start running forward when the first one hits the ground.
This is how you fail my class.
And I almost missed one. His gun's nowhere to be found. Oh, I see it. But I just go, okay. I didn't realize that I started doing this early, or I might have just been playing risky here. That sounded like they flew off. It seems like, watching this, I don't run as far forward in that room until I know that they're all dead. Because they're like, I was right in front of them. Of those flying drones. I wonder if that affects where, or like how frequently they like hit the ground and then like fly off in the air. Because that's something that hasn't really been happening as much as it used to, it seems like. Okay. Also, that was I have this like splits on the side, but you can't see them because it's like cut off. To where it just shows like my overlay now. But that was a 744 Goldwood, which is considered a great wood, because a good wood would be like a 745 to 750 is a good wood. A 740 to 745 is a great wood. 735 to 740 is a gold wood, and then sub 735 is a god wood, which I have never gotten. I think my lowest is 737 and a half. One day, I will have the perfect gold wood. So Magnus in this room is actually on the other side of this block. And you can either shoot him to not talk to him, or you can just avoid him, because he's automatically going to try and talk to you if you try to go through this room normally. Fortunately, like, all the stuff that you want here is out of the way anyway. Oh, this room's pretty self-explanatory. This soldier drone, I want 920, not 915. There we go. This one that runs across here, if he dies right there, it's kind of unfortunate, because as they're fading out, the crosshair would still be on him, but the bullet would pass through, so it makes it really hard to target the sniper drone in the back. I got really lucky there, wow. And that was an okay switch shot. I don't have any machine gun ammo. So this is the way that I have been doing this room. I think I'm gonna switch now, because I'm gonna John Madden this. So in the Anubis whiteboard, tool, clear. Okay. So oops, that's not the webcam that I wanted. Webcam. So the cylinder room is, do I have the right color? Yeah. These perfect circles. I think I've tried like every possible route through this room that I can think of. And the one that Jimmy does seems like it's the best one. And then I'll change colors for ammo. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, let me draw. Okay. And then blue for the drones. So you come out of this door, and the first thing, like, unless it's like a Mizar or Floyd run, you're gonna shoot this switch, and then more often than not, at least grab the machine gun ammo. And what I used to do, I'll draw where the drones spawn. Here. Actually, he's more like. Yeah, this eraser's. Okay. He's like right. I guess like here. And then there's one there, there, and there. So the way that I do this run and do this room in this run, and the way that I've done it for a long, like I think forever, is like I would shoot the switch, grab the ammo, and then run this way, kill this guy, and then shoot at this one, so that hopefully I can kill both of them. Sometimes, like, especially when I'm doing this pathing through the room, I'll say like the back one, I think the back one died, or I think the back one didn't die. That's always referring to this drone like in the middle of the room. And then I would go around here, kill him. Sometimes he comes out over here, and then you can just like cut this way instead of having to run around this pillar. And then optimally, this drone will run up this way, and this one will run right here, and you can just shoot them both right next to each other. It doesn't always happen, but it's nice when it does. It won't let me draw lines if they're too short. Hey, Jack Kinney. And then, like, run to the exit. Alternate tool? No, go away. Call you cameras? That's pretty much like how it's pronounced, but with an N. Okay. So the way Jimmy has convinced me to do this run based off of watching him is... I need another color. We'll do orange. Is shoot the switch, grab the ammo, run this way, shooting this drone and this one, and then coming around this way and grabbing this guy, and then making this shot across the room, as well as killing this one as you run towards the exit. And what makes this work, because normally like this cylinder will block off this drone entirely from that, is the way the drones move in this room is this one will run this way 99 times out of 100. This one will stay like in this area for my route. This one will be in this area. This one kind of stays here. And then this one's kind of a wild card. Like he's either going to come over here or he's going to go like way over here. which can be confusing when it comes to this guy at the top. However, I still need another color. Purple. This one will run toward you. This one will run, I think, like this way. This one doesn't really matter because you're going to shoot it. But this guy runs like to the middle of the room, and then this one does too. And it makes it to where they're all just like stuck to each other. And you can clear the room really quickly. This scene? Yeah, okay. Anyway. This room, like, just will end runs depending on how the drones act. And that one's usually the wild card. Like, he can go anywhere in the room. And then by comparison, this room's just like super straightforward. It's just making sure that you make this cycle and then shoot that one, shoot that switch before you have to get off and not accidentally fall down there, which I've done at least 15 times, I'll say. I got a lot of ammo too. Jeez. The drones in that room behave really differently when Lupus comes through here, and I think it's because he doesn't have to use the elevator or the platform. Ideally, you don't ledge grab any of these, which I didn't. Sometimes the lag in the room will make it impossible for Juno to jump high enough. I think that the strategy for this room is actually really cool. Because for you to be able to shoot those flying drones, you have to like have some sort of speed boost to get down there, and it's just really fortunate that there happens to be a conveyor belt in the room. What we used to do up until like maybe early last summer was as soon as you come into the room, shoot the switch with pistol, and then turn and progress through the room normally. Shoot the switch, and then when we got here, instead of running down the conveyor belt, we'd get back on this blue platform and wait for those flying drones to come around so that they're flying like right at us and shoot them. But this way saves a lot of time because you only have to stand for like a couple seconds, and ideally you can shoot that switch before the cutscene and get through the room like super fast. And then pretty much the only thing that makes this room go faster or slower is how good your jump timing is. So far, this has been poor jumps. That one was okay. You want to land like right on the ledge of that so that you kind of just like fall in. I don't think I got it on any of those though. Vela talking, Vela talking. Okay, last two tribals.
I was disgusted for you.
1326. Not bad.
Yeah, you just kinda got some bad.
So, with this character select screen, Alt 01, when I first started running JFG, he was still running it pretty consistently. And then he came back for like a month or so, sometime last year after we switched to the Japanese cart, and he was like trying out because he finally got the Japanese cart and was trying out some stuff on it, um, and accidentally loaded Vela here instead of Juno. Um, and he was like, "Oh shit!" So he went to the change character screen, but instead of doing it like by just hitting start and then switching characters like on the pause menu, he went to the map screen to switch to Vela and figured out that you can. That is like how we realized that you can skip the Sekhmet landing cutscene and her landing on Mizar's palace. And Jimmy even like timed out to see, because you can either skip Vela landing on Sekhmet or Juno landing on Tophet, and the difference is like a half a second, um, in favor of watching this cutscene. So this area,
It's real.
when I first started like learning this game, this is like where I practiced a lot on my strafe running and like making sure that I could get like really accurate lines through rooms, just because it's like really long uh, areas, and a lot of times like you can't see the exit until you get close enough to it.
We get the tech skip, and he like immediately started talking. Jeff is never that nice.
I'm surprised that that actually blew up both parts of that door. Um, if all the tri rockets hit high or some of them hit the ground, that door doesn't take full damage, and the top part gets blown off to where like chest high is open, but then like waist high and below. This is like really bad running through here. I shouldn't have been strafe running while aiming. Um, is blocked, and so you have to like shoot it again, and you can't really tell that that's what happened until you get close enough to it to where it's like already blocking you from you getting in, and so you take point blank tri rocket damage.
There's a couple of different places that I could.
I forgot that I used to run this first part of this area like this. So like watching my runs now, for this first part, I go to the right of this tree. I used to go this way because I like to shoot these gems, because you can make them bounce off of this tree and then you can collect them without having to like move at all, or like move off of your line. And then I would also try to damage boost
There's a couple of different places
off of that zombie drone, and it's worked maybe twice ever, and that drone's like stopped me in place
entrance to the castle.
about like 30 times. And the pathing on these
Spot where it's like
little ledges here are really weird.
immediately that it's gonna be saving.
Sometimes like you can't run up on them, like, and it makes it to where you're like scraping up against the wall when you do, and then sometimes you can just run on top of them. And it's consistent like with each one. It's just weird that some of them you can and some of them you can't. I was lucky with that because I used to use tri rockets here. Like, I would wait, because these drones, they're in 3 columns, and one always stays in the middle, and then 2 branch out, and then they kind of cross to where all 3 of them are lined up. And I would try to get like the money shot tri rocket and just blow at least half of them up, and it was really inconsistent. And when it worked, it was awesome, and when it didn't, it would lose a lot of time, because then I wouldn't have any of these killed by the time I switched to machine gun. But doing it this way is a lot better. I missed the line a little bit, but I'm like already 20 ammo below where I would like to be. Like, I always want to have more than 200 here. I think I get down to like high 160s or low 170s, and a lot of times that like determines what your Floyd split would be, even though I don't have a Floyd split at this point in my splits, because I made that pretty recently. because this is like the only real life force door with that. Um, so the amount of ammo you use here is oftentimes like a good way of telling how much time you've spent trying to kill these guys. And normally 170 would mean like I wasted quite a bit of time. But because this last one that I used like 30 ammo to try to kill hit the lip of this door and blew up immediately, like I didn't lose any significant time there. Oh, thanks, this champion. I'm just watching runs today.
A really cool mechanic for this game would have been if getting hit by explosions knocked your character around. Like if you stood on top of a grenade, it would like throw you up in the air. Because I bet
Yeah, but this room's just swimming.
there would be some places where you could kind of break the game around that.
I think this is like the first kind of super jump where like depending on how you are on that slope, you can get more height on your jump, and I didn't get it that time, so Juno grabs that ledge. Small time loss. I managed to grab the
Now that I can
ammo off of that surrendering soldier drone, which is good because I was low.
and it's RNG where it actually goes. But if you can hit the tribal and get to him fast enough, you can get it like as it's leaving his hand, which makes it like a reliable
Hmm.
machine gun ammo. And you don't so much need it if you have more than 150, I would say.
Floyd piece. Do I get the super jump here?
It makes it to
Yeah.
where you don't have to pay attention to the
I've had it
ammo
once or
just
twice where I didn't even have to grab that ledge. I just like landed where the chimney is.
run through without paying attention.
I need to figure out if it's faster to like I jump when I get out of crouching there because I'm just mashing C up.
Not only because
But if you only hit it like once,
I'm aware of it recently,
Juno will just kind of like climb up as he's running, and I don't know if that's faster
like focusing
than him jumping and hitting the ceiling and then
like people do when they're looking
continuing running.
the sights when they're actually like sharpshooting. Because it like makes it to where your chest isn't moving.
That was interesting.
Playing,
I changed to which C button I was using to strafe run instead of just turning.
my breathing. And then I just feel like I'm breathing really loudly.
Alright, and then I'm just gonna blow myself up. I do want to see what my Floyd time is though.
It's just like one of the. It's weird. Almost got a sub 20-minute fluid.
It's like a 20:04, which
This
is
is my thinking phase.
that's a pretty good Floyd.
It's really weird because I'm watching locations, 120-star attempts, and our timers are like.
Okay. So up until recently, the way that I lined up the sights in this room was I would try to make it to where the middle was between the drawbridge. It's kind of hard to see, and that made it worse. I started running really early. That's kind of risky. But there's like a little bit of castle stone between the life force symbol and the top of the drawbridge, and I always tried to aim right there and it was hit or miss. But Jimmy told me that you can aim to where the center crosshair is along the bottom of this box, and ever since I started doing that, it's like perfect every time. And a really important aspect of this, which I didn't pay attention to in this run, I guess I was just like trying to get through that.
I didn't hear them.
spread out to a certain extent to where they take a lot of damage from the tri rockets, but not enough to where they actually uh, get out of the range for it. Because if I just stand still and shoot tri rockets there, I have a really hard time actually getting kills. Okay, yeah, I thought I went too early there, and that's why that one. That's always the. If there's gonna be one that lives, it's always gonna be that one that runs off to the left.
I didn't hear that last one
This is not a good castle. At least so far. That was a decent recovery. It was risky to do that because there's a lot of lag, especially in this room. And trying to switch guns and shoot like that, a lot of times the crosshairs won't actually be in place of where you're the like visual of the crosshair won't be in place of where you're actually aiming right away. So like you can shoot and the trajectory of your rockets not go in the direction that your crosshairs exactly are. So it's based more on feel than actually lining up the shot. And I got lucky that I was able to like transition between the sniper drones and the flying drones twice.
Jeez. But for a long time, it was just that was at the top tier.
I wonder if there's a visual cue I can use there to avoid running into that wall.
I don't know. It's weird because like cheese.
I don't think that there's anything worth looking at with this boss.
That I meant.
Juno landing. Okay.
And I was late and then when you actually shoot him in the face, sometimes it takes it a while for him to actually have for that to actually be vulnerable. Whereas sometimes it's like the second your feet hit the ground, you can start shooting and it'll take
At this point, I used to jump off earlier than I did then. Because I thought that it like affected now I'm convincing myself that it does actually affect it. Sometimes
a couple
one of these
seconds.
drones like will go right or left. So there will be a patch of two, either like right when you turn the corner, or two of them running away. And recently, it's been two that have been running away,
There's not really anything you can do about any of it though, so
which I guess is better. I don't know.
that was bad.
No animation skip.
That was a really bad attempt at opening the box without the animation.
Good clip though. Okay, hold on. The drone stood still. I'm trying to glean if anything about the way that I go through this door.
It's a good clip.
Perhaps like the direction that Vela's facing affects if those drones will if those drones will stand still or start running away in this next room. because she had her like torso turned to the right, and they're standing still, which is so much better than if they start running.
What?
That was bad. I should have turned around instead of going forward still. Although it was close.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so I don't manipulate the camera at all in this room anymore. Because I think it saves like a second or two. Although that was really nice.
Need to get
What was my angle running in here like? Like straight on and then turn. Huh.
need to get the machine gun crate in the room. Just looking like a possible.
Nothing happens for quite a while.
They sh-
Animations get nice.
we didn't get
Okay.
the animation skip on segment when we got it here, so that makes up for my just like running through this level being kind of sloppy.
I felt like I had the camera tilted too high.
Running in the walls and stuff.
Because normally you want to get all of those flying drones like the first pass. Because on the second one you have to kind of run towards the side of the room instead of straight forward.
That would have been nice to grab.
I did stay straight there. Hmm. Homing missile fields. Oh, never mind. One's over there. I accidentally targeted the larva and made me think that there was another drone on the right side. Wow.
Like suddenly forgot the order of the guns.
This civilian should lose time.
That's okay.
Hmm. So, normally in this room, I should just watch it on YouTube. I can slow down the playback instead of worrying about this. Hold up. And then this guy has been a pain recently. And in this run, I shoot like the wall behind him. Which, I mean, like, it immediately blew him up. Which is, like, kind of surprising. Oh, that's like right where I want it to be. Speed. Slow it down to half. So, it's pretty normal to have 4 tri-rockets here. And you shoot 2 straight forward, and then this guy has been a pain recently. And in this run, I shoot like the wall behind him. which I mean, like, it immediately blew him up, which is like kind of surprising.
Because
I might
I
need to
haven't
test
had
that
a
out.
run on it where I felt like it was a good one in a long time.
That was luck. That was really lucky.
That's pretty good.
I've my stance on that first room now is to wait a little bit longer before starting to shoot the tri rockets and turning more to the left, so that Vela starts shooting the uh, deflector drones first instead of the cyborg drone, so that they have less opportunity to spread out. Because the cyborg drone's not going anywhere.
Yeah, Sterling's like one of the only places that you only go to once. Maybe the only one.
But 15 tri rockets with this much health is good. I didn't turn enough on that second shot, and that's my punishment for it.
Yeah, I think it's.
It was still a good room. Like, I mean, the result was good. And if that, like, exact scenario were to happen to me, that was close. That was, like, unnecessarily close. I had a really hard time, like, cycling through guns with Vela this run for some reason. Oh my god. He's still alive, and I think the one off to the... Oh no, okay. I thought there was another one still
I
alive.
think it also helps to ban him just in case like the same bot comes back to the channel. That's pretty good. I don't think that I ran the risk of dying.
This guy's been really mean to me recently, and that was quick for him not, like, waddling out.
This room presents its own kind of going ham.
But it's taken me like 5 tri rockets to kill him recently, and it's such a waste of time just, like, sitting there waiting for him to come out of his little corner.
This. That was really close. And it wasn't even close on the jump I thought it was going to be on. Like, I thought for sure that I wasn't going to make it.
That was weird that the first jump didn't grab the ledge and the second one did.
So I guess you
Shoot the tribals. Thank you.
And both of them lived again. I think. I didn't see them pop up.
Okay, and I have plenty of health. I should be using tri rockets.
I've come really close.
Did I? Or did I use homing missiles? I used homing missiles. Interesting. Lurg? Oh my god. That, like, sped up really weird.
I wonder if Lurk was the
I always
inspiration
double tab
behind
these things. I don't know what to call them.
the bosses in the Devil May Cry room.
Because they're not antenna.
Reminds me a lot of it.
So, fun fact. With those gray things, I'm actually managed to get both of them. Only the ones on our left side are vulnerable at this point. The ones on the right aren't vulnerable until those maggots explode. Oh, really unlucky. That was really unlucky machine gun timing, I guess. I don't know really what to call it. That should kill. Okay. Yeah, that was weird. Okay, not important. I almost don't even think things like spawn ship are important because I haven't done spawn ship differently in
Don't take themselves too seriously.
a really long time, and it's always been like the exact times as my splits on here.
I'd rather have machine gun ammo than pistols in most instances.
The only room that has any real variation in it is this one. And I didn't even get to try jumping early. Yeah, there's not really anything to glean from spawn chip. There was a point where as soon as I say that, I go back, where I thought it might be faster if you don't shoot those drones, get the red key, and then just pause and reload the level.
Hey, buddy.
And then instead of hovering back and having to have shot those drones and running through this room, you spawn at the beginning of the level and have to go up the elevator and then just drop down here. But it's like 5 seconds slower.
That was really weird. I lost a lot of height and almost fell down.
I don't know, all like the things that I think will save time, or could save time at least. They're like so much more complicated than just progressing through the level, and they never save time. Or at least most of them don't. This is all straightforward. I'm just skipping Rathessa. There's not really anything to pick up there.
Start the boss fight cutscene before an hour.
Hmm. Okay, and I do shoot the opening. Or shoot the mouth.
Those drones, if you shoot their gun out of their hand, they just start throwing grenades at you.
I might go back to doing that. That didn't turn out well.
That was so bad.
But I don't know, shooting a tri-rocket at that pillar to make them all stop might be worth doing depending on how those guys spawn or what their movement looks like before I really get close to them. Because if I can keep them from moving, at least one of them will always try and just like run straight past me and just like beeline towards the entrance of the level. Should switch to homing missile there. Okay, I do. A little bit late though. And instead of... Huh. Yeah. Instead of strafing right on those first set of flying drones, I need to strafe left and actually start turning.
Definitely seems like it.
So that I'm like closer to where I'm intending on going instead of further away.
It's also just because they flinch so much. Like, they look like they're gonna die a lot, and then they get back up.
Not good use. Oh, I didn't use that many. I have 9 left. I didn't use very many in the like very beginning of Eshbone, so I was able to use them there without really having to worry about it. But normally I don't like using homing missiles there anymore because I use them in here instead of doing this. That was okay though. Please don't use tri-rockets here. Oh, I was feeling adventurous this run. I don't think I've ever shot tri-rocket at that specific drone before or since. Should have used homing missile.
Okay. Now I don't have to get homing missiles or machine gun. Which means I only have
Oh, I didn't realize that that's what I was setting up. Okay. I forgot that I was considering doing this as like a legit strat. So, a couple of rooms ago, I got full machine gun ammo. Let's see here. In this room, upcoming, I get full machine gun ammo right here. And I never use machine gun again. Tri-rocket. I thought about using it there, but I switched to homing missile. Okay, so I use it a little bit. But I refill it. And then I keep using tri-rocket and homing missiles, and I replenish the homing missiles there. Use machine gun here because I knew I could get some more. Switch to tri-rocket and use machine gun ammo now. So I'm only missing 3 machine gun ammo, but I have full homing missiles
now I don't have to get
and basically full machine gun ammo.
which means I only have to go to half of
And in the room before the boss fight,
I doubt that it's worth like
funnily enough. Okay, yeah, this next room. I did not go to DreamHack. I went halfway. I went from Fort Worth to Waco, but I didn't go to Austin. My mom's birthday was on Thursday, and then Mother's Day was on Sunday, so I just wanted to like hang out with them. And they're all moving. They're moving to a new house, so they needed help packing. Would have been fun to go though. So the reason that I like relied solely on tri-rockets is this is the tri-rocket crate, and on this side is pistol, machine gun, and homing missile. So basically all I did was prevent myself from having to go all the way across the room, but I think I lost so much health that to replenish it,
minutes.
I basically lost the amount of time I saved, plus not getting to use guns optimally. Jesus, cutscene.
Never thought about that. Yeah, they probably get gross. I would think like all of the dirt and stuff that gets up like in the place where the jets actually come out. It seems like something you don't want just like a whole bunch of debris getting into. Well, I wanted to shoot two tri rockets.
It might be worth getting like an exact spot on the ground here and then figuring out an exact spot to aim using the numbers listed on the crosshairs. Although I use tri-rocket now, it still has the numbers, but you only have to hit one tri-rocket shot. And it's super hard to hit the 3 homing missiles, and it even takes longer if you do hit it. I didn't realize that I used tri-rocket, or I used homing missile that long, I guess, since I don't still. So I must have started using tri-rocket solely when I started doing 100%. I'm too zoomed in. I'm looking too far up, I think. Psych.
What? That should not have one cycle. Holy shit.
That was like really good tri-rocket RNG.
Whatever. That's like my one thing was.
My Chevron in the PB previously had to have been pretty poor.
326.
Because
It's gone down a lot recently. But it's not going to do as much damage. And you have
that had like saved time
shoot instead of
on the splits when I was doing this run.
guys. Otherwise, it's going to spray too much.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess that one doesn't matter. My chasm's gotten better recently.
But after getting shot from that, so it's fire rockets.
Okay, and then there's nothing to really gain from Flume other than was the splits gold.
Let's see if we can be 30 seconds ahead going into
No, it wasn't. Alright, and then I don't think there's really anything to get from Juno either. Where's the end of his segment? Jesus. So I'll be right back. Okay, it's playing. Good.
my god, so close. That could have been. That's still world record Mizar 1 pace, but that could have been a 127.59. I would have creamed my pants. Still the best Mizar 1 time anyone's ever gotten in any percent run. So, because it's like
That was a gold Mizar 1.
get something that takes like 5. Whatever, her gift card, my birthday. I never really went there, but I got it anyway.
I think on Jimmy's Palace race, I'm gonna watch where he boosts,
And
because
it always happens.
recently, like, I'm starting to get more 123s, and
The shake machine is like convenient.
sub 125 is like a lot easier, but I'm still not
And it's usually because I go
super
like
happy
3
with my
miles
times on it.
and just yell into the drive-through thing that I want to shake. Which
I'm scraping the wall so much on this race,
make them sympathize with me. Fuck.
and I missed the boost. The only thing that this race has going for it is that the red drone pushed me forward.
Their register was also messed up, so they couldn't.
I shouldn't have used that previous boost.
So they just gave it to me. It's awesome. This is like the greatest thing that ever happened to anyone ever.
I'm gonna say 125.60 right now. Still 125.60. Yeah. 125.62.
26.
Oh! Shame. And that split saved time. What the hell? This is a good area to practice strafe running this way when you first start. I know there's not really anything else on passageway. Depository. The only thing worth looking at is where are you? Kept pistol ammo. Nice. Go me.
Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Fight.
Hmm. Alright, so I haven't grabbed any ledges yet.
Babies. Need more babies. Still more babies. Even still more babies.
Nope. Didn't knee brace.
A few more babies. Two more babies. One more baby. Couple babies.
Nice. Walkway, nothing. Spawn ship, nothing. Toffret, nothing. That almost seemed like a drone didn't spawn in that room.
carries over, but I feel like OT has more. We need the rest of the set. Super duper bow. No, it just feels like some of the glitches, like
Hmm. That was dumb. I don't think there's any point in slowing your your descent there.
we might lose like 5 seconds here just because the first room I had to go check.
Okay, so that was all of Juno. So my PB prior to this one was 3:31 flat. So I saved a minute and 7 seconds over it.
Bela had 7.
This is 46.6 seconds ahead, so I save another 20 seconds. I'm curious how much time I lose on Vela's first two splits alone. And do I turn around to get ammo? Yeah, I have to. I didn't realize that I messed this room up too.
But yes, there is definitely one elephant in the room that's very particular. And it's an elephant in particular.
Because this turns into a huge time waste. Because for some reason I think I'm Juno. I come up on the tree, and I almost make it anyway. Oh, this just hurts. Oh, man. At least I get the tech skip. So I lose 15 seconds. So far, I would say, like, that's really the only free time that this run has given up at this point. Good lord, that drone's fast. I shouldn't have actually targeted it. I should have just let auto aim do the trick. Unlucky. Unlucky again.
Those guys are spreading out too much.
I think I'm tilted at this point in the run for a couple splits, which is why my Vela 2 segment was bad. I'm really lucky that I didn't get tilted to the point where I lost the run on Cortex. Because that could have been a very real possibility. And I almost did. Jeez, that was a... Ooh, yeah.
I did not think I was gonna make that.
That was a really late jump onto the
There,
platform.
boys.
And I almost didn't... I didn't get a full jump
My
on the
mouth
second
went from,
jump.
like, completely dry to I just dipped them in a bucket of water, sweating. And I almost just mom spaghetti like all over this bitch.
And I think I missed the platform here. Or the pillar. But I can't remember.
There's still a whole other trick we can do.
Oh yeah, I don't even take a back step. I got it though.
Get out of my way, barrel.
That was smart. I've started doing that more. Because Vela gets a trial or a homing missile refill anyway after this room, and she has one like right before this room too.
I look ready to drop bombs. I'll take things you should never say in the airport for thousands.
Oh my god. Did I manually target in that room?
I'll take things you should never
No,
say
that's
in
just
the
really
airport.
unfortunate. Maybe I should manually target. Should not use homing missiles there, even if it... Well, maybe just 3. That's fine. Not doing that, though. I'm gonna say I did that on purpose, but I know I didn't. My health is really good, though. Alright, skip the swimming part. Bloop. Bloop. These two flying drones have to die, basically. They have a really high propensity to shoot these tribals. I waited too long on that jet pad. You should have enough fuel if you just run on top of it and immediately do a full jump.
I guess you like spread out somewhere.
Do I still save time on this split? Wow. The one in the PB before it must have been really bad. Ugh.
Once you start.
Like, I'm 35 seconds ahead on the splits in this. I think I should be like 55-ish. Is that drone still alive? Are both of those still alive? Oh my god, that's super unlucky.
That's late.
The rest of this level's straightforward. Then it's Water Ruin after Goldwood. Okay. And it's like right before I walk into Lodge, which is perfect.
Good.
Oh no! No way, was that a money? Oh man, that was actually pretty nice. I still ended up having to shoot one of those barricade drones. Ow. Unnecessary.
That's dumb.
Started shooting too late and started moving too early.
Sound effects are completely necessary.
Right, and then this is just running back to the Life Force store. I'm skipping over most of the positive stuff. I do a different route through this area now. Jimmy timed it not too long ago. I can't remember how much time it saves. It's like 7 or 8 seconds. Oh my god! Shoot him in the face.
Just like, I guess severely underestimating how much health these guys have if I don't shoot them directly in the face.
Don't need that ammo. Okay, I like the angle that I use in this room a little bit more now. However, that grenade was just really unlucky in how much vision it blocked. And for some reason, those two drones have like a really high likelihood of surrendering. And then just, the rest is just leaving Goldwood. Yeah, lost time there. As I should have. That was poor. Poor effort.
Let's go. It's been a very long time since I've been able to put together all three parts of this in one good full level. Can it be done?
I fired off like a warning shot. Oh my god!
Oh, holy shit, they lived!
I had fired off a warning shot hoping to like catch that drone that was gonna run out into the hallway and make them stand still. I should have used homing missiles here and not targeted. Especially because those tri-rockets lag the game a lot. But like, I fired the one warning shot and I was like, okay, I'll just wait a second. And then while I'm waiting, that one like shoots out into the middle of the room. Don't manually target. Just switch to homing missiles. Especially because the longer you take in this room, the higher the chance of that happening is. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, the rest of the bluff is pretty straightforward. Does that actually work? Huh. It might. Trying to keep that soldier drone from jumping down by forcing him to stand still with a tri-rocket. What are all these grenades? He's behind you. Yeah, I took a gamble with that. I need to learn if there's a good place to drop. Flying across in the grenade room. I'm not gonna watch mine because that's like 5 minutes of just running.
Their usernames are just like random letters, but I don't understand why they type in randomness.
Spawn ship. Did I take damage from that? No? Wow. Safety jump. 8 homing missile, 71 machine gun ammo.
Can make that work. So
That should be plenty, because I do spawn ship after Rithessa. I don't know how many tri-rockets I have, though. Oh,
damn. Thought I got a lot more with missiles than I actually did.
with 14 tri... Yeah, I should have just done homing missiles more, I think, in that room. That didn't need a third tri-rocket. That room went well.
Only took 9.
Alright, the rest of spawn ships just running. Shot too early. In a bad angle. Oh no! That recovered really well. I always grab a sniper rifle capacity crate towards the end of Lodge so that I have 20 shots here instead of 10, because if I miss, yeah, I would have had to reload. Oh my god. Because it takes 9 hits. So you basically have 1 miss if you don't get that capacity crate. And then I do a new route through here that saves a little bit of time. Where I don't turn around here. What does my time end up being?
Hey, it's champion. Hey, got back up.
That should have lost more time than it only lost like 2 seconds to the split. I think this run lost something like 35 to 40 seconds on Bela 2. This way of doing this room, the cylinder room, is a lot more difficult with Lupus because of the way his gun works. When you're strafing it on inclines, because the human characters, they'll always hold the gun in the same spot and it'll always shoot straight forward. But with Lupus, if he's on like a hill on the side of it, or if he's strafing or strafe running, his bullet trajectory is really weird. So I think that doing the other route through that room is going to be a lot more consistent and a lot faster.
I agree.
And as I said before, like, the drones in this room, their behavior's much different when you come here as Lupus than it is with Juno, because he doesn't take the elevator,
And benefits from it.
and I think, or the platform. And I think by getting on that platform, it like draws the drones a certain way to where they like kind of move counterclockwise around the back of that room instead of running through the blocks
When I was a kid,
to where you have to kind of weave around them.
having to do that challenge that took me so long to get it.
And I don't think I knew that you only had to get 6 circuit boards here at this point, because I don't think I had figured that out until I started routing 100% or rerouting 100%. Oh, I guess I did. Huh. I don't know when I would have learned that. I might have actually learned that on accident instead of like actually when I was routing Hundo. Like I just missed one and decided to finish the mission, and it happened to give me the earplugs anyway.
What? I didn't expect to lose time there. That's
Yeah, I'm starting to shoot too early on all of these I-cores. Got them all.
nice.
I wish there was an easier way to, or like a way that you could determine if you actually got a kill confirm on the first couple of drones that you shoot out there without having to like turn around and check the rest of the room. So that you could just kind of like turn and go directly to the door. Oh, okay. That was still almost really bad.
His last name is Bieber.
Oh! I need to do less control stick movement there and more strafing to move left and right instead of tilting the control stick left or right. That was both of them, wasn't it? No. Unfortunate placement. Where are you going? Okay.
That was interesting camera work. And somehow I managed to kill all the drones by only killing 3 of them. So,
It was on like a
oh, take it.
Saturday. Um, I think it was like not very late either. It was the first run of the day.
JFG Hive.
Pop. So you have to do a short hop there
Alright, we did that. Let's go.
before you start hovering,
Strat.
or you if you're gonna do like a full hop, you have to let yourself fall a little bit before you start hovering because otherwise you run into that low part on the ceiling and it stops you from progressing enough to where you'll lose enough time hovering to where you won't be able to reach that door.
Nope. Too early.
I don't know if I let go too early or if I had fallen too much before to where I like had no chance of getting on that platform.
They're frustrating.
Should use homing missiles if I have any. I had one. Okay, water ruin. Space station. Rim. Somehow that Icor saved 11 seconds compared to the previous PB. That's amazing.
Okay, so the first particle went, like the whole thing went pretty good. So I'll be able to actually see exactly how good this one is versus kind of having to take into consideration the scenario.
Oh, waited too long. Got him though. This room was a gold split, but I don't remember it like feeling any faster than previous ones.
Okay, I was a little worried that there was still one left.
So maybe by watching it I can actually like pick up on what went well that doesn't happen every time. Didn't get greedy.
This whole level is a tribal death trap. So many potential unending tribal elements. And it's like a bunch of them where the developers were really just like, let's just fuck this kid's day
I wish I could see how many homing missiles I had here.
completely out of his or her control.
Because 284 machine gun. I guess I had full homing missile. Because I hadn't used any yet. So like 251 machine gun ammo with 20 homing missiles. Should be good. Especially if I pick up a clip.
Bit of lag reduction.
Oh wow. I guess this must have been like right after the lag had forced me to lose so much height that I couldn't make that jump hovering. Or I might have just like wanted to play it super safe and not lose the run to something stupid that was out of my control, if I could help it. Okay, that's what saved me time. That was really good.
Not bad. Oh god, I just heard a...
Should have moved to the right instead of the left, but I gotta pick the ammo clip anyway. There's one more. No?
Yeah.
Hmm. Damn, that was a gold split compared to the previous splits, like by quite a bit. I know my gym core was a 4 cycle, but I don't remember how pretty it was, or if it was pretty. Oh. I got the important part. Or at least the first cycle and the fourth cycle are the two super important ones. Good timing.
We're safe.
Yeah, let it spin. Oh my god. Oh, that's really close. And that one almost didn't
Come
even
on.
go in.
Yes. Oh my god. Thank you.
So this was 3:29:48 pace going into
Cool.
talking to Jeff, which is here.
We got all this, the trials. Always a good sign. Alright, I'm gonna go grab another bite.
3:29:47. Asteroid's pretty straightforward. For being like the last level of something, it's a really straightforward ordeal. Then there's a lot of time I could have saved on this fight. My crosshairs are low. There's no way that had I not tried to fix it. Oh my god. Should ease it instead of. Oh my god. Yeah, I think at this point I don't even care about how much tri-rocket ammo I have or use.
God, I got so greedy with that, trying to get the crosshairs perfect. Never again. Don't ever do that.
How much health do I have? Yeah, I should just sit and ease it. There we go.
Fuck. That was so stupid.
So I'm gonna see what this one is. Oh, that was nice. That doesn't happen often, where I actually like shoot the meteors, causing him to attack early. Okay, so it was. One forward, one back. That's fast. One forward, one back, two forward,
God,
two
I got so
back.
greedy with that.
That's okay.
Crosshairs perfect. Fuck. That was so stupid.
And one forward, one back, two forward, two back. So one back, and two back. That's pretty fast. The only thing that slowed this Mizar fight down was I ran out of tri-rockets.
Shit, I don't know what the time is.
He was nice with his cycles though. Oh, and then I saved, which cost me like 6 seconds real time, but I wanted to see what the game time was.